of you. I am so excited to welcome you all for the second season of Leadership in Spotlight, where you get to know your leaders, understand about their functions, and get to know more about growth prospect directly from them. I, Nageshri Bari, HR advisor at GBS Pune, would like to take you all on the most exciting journey of getting to know your leaders. And in today's episode, we want you to meet the site head of GBS Pune, Mr. Deepak Malkani. Thank you so much for agreeing to be part of Leadership in Spotlight with us.
Thank you, Bhageshri. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Deepak.
Right.
So before we get into the actual conversation, for people who are listening you for the first time or seeing you for the first time, what will you tell them? Who Deepak Malkani is?
Well, I'm Deepak Malkani. I'm leading the GBS Pune Center, which happens to be the biggest center across 6 global centers that we have in AkzoNobel.
That's interesting to know. But can you tell us more from your personal side?
Yes, so I come from a very humble background. My father was in government service and my mother was a housewife. We did not have everything, but we had the right values. And I think both my parents have given me a very, very strong foundation. I'm married for more than 23 years and my wife manages the most complex organization, our home, that too with zero downtime and 0 leaves. She's a wonderful, beautiful and a smart lady who always keeps me on track. And then we have our 2 daughters, Sonia, who's 21 years, and Sia, who is 16 years.
Okay.
And they are my personal coaches when it comes to understanding Gen Z slangs, language, and how the world is evolving around them. I love spending time with them, speaking to them, even though half of what they say, sometimes I don't even understand. So I simply keep nodding my head and then later I Google to understand what they actually meant. They always keep me updated and always keep me humble as well. Then, by nature, I am quite an introvert person and I have a very small social circle. So as I said, I like to spend time with my family. And other than that, when I have free time, I enjoy watching movies, watching sports, learning something new, doing something creative. That's the way I like to spend my time.
Oh, that's great and lovely to know that.
Thank you.
Deepak, is it true that you started your career as a learning and development executive?
Yes. So I started way back in the year 1996 with a company called Nerulas. That was a famous food and beverage chain in Delhi in their learning and development function. It was not something I wanted to do, but something like an opportunity that came over and I raised my hand and accepted that opportunity. So I spent about 1.5 years with Nerulas and then I moved to a company called Bax Global in their HR function. Again, the opportunity came my way and I was happy to grab that opportunity. I was simply saying yes and at the same time learning along the way.
Okay.
And then I had a very short stint with Bharti Telesoft, about a year-long stint. And then finally I got my big opportunity with GE. GE for me was a terrific learning ground. I spent 17 years over there working across different facets of HR. And I became a much better professional, not just by skills, but also in confidence and perspective. So GE has played a very, very important role in shaping up my career. And then around 8 years ago, I got this opportunity with AkzoNobel, again within the HR function. And then 3 years ago, I got this opportunity to move into the GBS site lead role. And I happily grabbed it just like that. It's been a rewarding journey for me.
Okay.
May not have been always predictable or very planned for that matter, but it has been full of learning, full of growth, and full of wonderful people that I've met along this journey.
Yeah. That's really wonderful to know, Deepak.
Thank you.
Deepak, while going through your portfolio, we observed that you do not hold any formal degree into business or into HR. Is it true?
Yes. So I am a commerce graduate with a diploma in office management. So I do not hold a formal degree in HR, but what I do have is 25 years of tremendous experience working on the field and working with tremendous professionals in that area. And again, in my honest opinion, I think what I have learned during these 25 years is far more valuable than what I would have learned in a classroom setup, right? So it has been kind of an unconventional journey but I consider myself to be extremely lucky to be on this unconventional journey, which has actually made me a much better professional and much better individual.
Absolutely, absolutely right, Deepak. And your story is actually a great example that the college degree does not only take you at the top of the ladder, but also your real life experiences matters.
Exactly. If I give you an example, so my daughter is currently doing a management degree in marketing. The kind of curriculum that she is undergoing is something which is absolutely outdated in the real world. Maybe 1.5, 2 decades ago. Just an example.
Yes, absolutely. Uh, Also, on a similar topic, Deepak, we have seen you being very enthusiastic about the women empowerment initiatives at GBS Pune, and you have also highly spoken about your two daughters. So, I'm just wondering, do you find encouragement or inspiration from them to have this women empowerment initiatives at GBS Pune?
Yes, we do have a lot of discussions on that topic, and it's an important topic. Again, for me personally, women empowerment is more about respect than about sympathy. And it's not just at the workplace that we talk about it. Even at home, we talk quite openly about it because of my status also, which is always in minority, and I always get corrected by all the three ladies at home. So it's an important topic, and if I can be very honest, I think there are number of challenges in the real world which we cannot brush aside. I think collectively we have to work a lot, to improve the experience. I would not say that things are not improving. It's improving, although not at the same pace as we would imagine or expect. It's improving more so in a corporate environment and less in our social environment. I think collectively we have to do a lot of work at every level, whether it is at school, at homes, at communities, or at workplaces. I don't think basically for leaders, I think it is not about empowering the woman. I think it is more about removing the barriers so that they can empower themselves. I think that's what we have to put more and more focus on. At ExxonMobil, we always believe in providing equal opportunities to everyone because talent has no gender.
Absolutely right, Deepak. Very well said that talent does not have any gender, and at ExxonMobil, we are the foremost supporter of diversity and inclusion here. So thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
Now let's deep dive into the actual question. What does the GBS head do, and how does your day looks like?
Yes. So, within GBS, we work as a landlord model. What that means is that our functional teams are reporting into their functional leaders, the global functional leaders. And I focus more around the GBS strategy, the site governance, the culture, and the capability. Essentially, my role is to ensure the success of Pune Center as a whole, ensuring alignment with our global priorities, providing the right environment for our teams to thrive, and also building strong connection between the local Pune teams and our global stakeholders. So no 2 days would look similar, but a typical day would look like engaging with our global leaders on performance and priorities, reviewing site level metrics such as hiring, retention, and employee engagement, supporting the transformation and transition initiatives, um, working with HR and operations to strengthen capability and culture, and also removing roadblocks so that our teams can focus on delivery. A significant part of my role is influencing without authority, building trust, aligning stakeholders, and ensuring that we operate as one center and not like isolated towers.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Deepak. It is very interesting to know how GBS works because you have been in this role for almost 3 years now. And GBS Pune started in 2018 with just 12 employees, and now we are 800 strong. Nobody would have probably thought that we will reach to this milestone so early. So, what is the next phase? What is your vision for GBS Pune?
So my vision for GBS Pune is to see the center evolve from a strong delivery center to a strategic capability hub. It is no longer about efficiency alone. It is also about insight, innovation, and impact. At a larger scale, I see GBS Pune playing three very important roles for the organization. First is operational excellence at scale, which means we continue to deliver in the most efficient and most effective manner to our parent organization. Our processes should be absolutely transparent, predictable, compliant, and with a strong focus on continuous improvement. Second, I would say it's around digital and transformation leadership. We need to not only execute on our transformation initiatives, but we should also be actively shaping them.
Okay.
While doing that, we have to leverage technology, analytics, and process reengineering. And finally, I would say it's about being the talent engine for the organization. I really want to see GBS Pune to have a very strong talent pipeline, cross-functional mobility, and a culture of ownership.
Okay.
And I think if we are able to do that, I think we will be able to position GBS Pune at a very, very strong footing. In a sense, if I have to simplify it, my goal is very simple, that when our global stakeholders are thinking about GBS excellence, Pune should be the first name that comes to their mind.
Wow, that's great, and that is, I think, the most simplified aim that this center can have at the moment.
Thank you.
But to reach to that vision, what are the key initiatives that you are taking, or any key initiatives that you have taken so far?
So multiple initiatives are going on, and I can say that most of these initiatives are intentional and focused. And almost everything that we are driving at the center is connected to the three pillars that I talked about.
Yeah.
If I talk about a few initiatives, I think it's about strengthening governance and improving our KPIs. And it's just about, making ourselves ready for future. There are a lot of upcoming trends that are coming in where we need to put a lot of focus on, for example, cybersecurity, for example, keeping ourselves ready for a BCP. So all of that becomes part of this key initiative. Second is around productivity. There is a tremendous amount of focus that we are putting on productivity. It's not just about reducing our costs, but it is also about simplifying our processes and freeing up capacity which can be diverted to doing higher value work. Then I would say building strong data foundation. As AI and automation technologies evolve over a period of time, the real differentiator is going to be the quality of your data. And I think we are trying to position ourselves at a place where we can leverage the benefit of these technologies fully and in a sustainable manner. And then I would also say that developing talent for the future, because transformation is always driven by people. So we have to keep a very strong focus in that area as well. So I would say, yeah, these are some of the key initiatives, and we have to just deliver on them in a very, very effective manner.
Absolutely, absolutely right, Deepak. And in the past also, you have been very vocal about automation and AI and the growth at Pune GBS. But on a very honest note, I really want to ask you, is GBS Pune ready for AI, or is GBS Pune ready for the next gen or the automation that is coming up?
Yes, absolutely. And if I can give my personal experience to you, when I joined AkzoNobel, I had a personal feeling that we were slightly behind in the technology space. But today, when I really look at, and I happen to speak to a number of GCC leaders in and around Pune, across India, in fact, and I can tell you that we are ahead of the game. Some of the technology that we have implemented in AkzoNobel, the other companies are only talking about it. So I think we have invested in the right technology at the right time. It is now up to all of us, to leverage that technology and create an impact for the organization. So I think we are absolutely ready. It's the delivery time now.
It is very refreshing to see your true belief in the growth of this center. But at the same time, we also need to look at the challenges or hurdles this center may face. So were you able to identify the challenges that GBS Pune is currently facing or may face in the future?
So I think two challenges that would come to the top of my mind. One, as you already noticed, the kind of phenomenal growth that we have seen in this center.
Yeah.
Right. As a result of that, we have been able to create a lot of opportunities for our talent, whether it was cross-functional mobility or, a career growth in general. But with a stagnated center, where more and more roles are not getting created, providing those kind of an opportunities could pose some kind of a challenge for us. So we are absolutely cognizant about that, and we have to come out with creative ways to mitigate that challenge. And secondly, and that challenge is not very specific to ExxonMobil. With the way AI and automation technologies are evolving, we are getting into a territory where the future is unknown. We don't know what kind of challenges will be faced by the industry. In general, industry is putting together a lot of guardrails, a lot of measures through which we can ensure that AI is not disrupting in a negative manner. So I think we have to keep our eyes and ear close to the ground and make sure that we are ahead of the game in mitigating that challenge as well.
Absolutely. So once again, thank you so much, Deepak, for answering all these questions so honestly.
Pleasure.
But on a lighter note, can I ask you 2 to 3 more questions?
Yes, please.
All right. So my first question to you, and honestly, tell us secretly, what is one thing that you hate about your job?
What I hate about my job? Okay. Going out for late night dinners.
Yes, I think that's a part and parcel of your profile.
Yes. So I would not say that I hate that, but I don't enjoy it as much as the other colleagues would enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And can we have a small rapid fire round?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Answer quickly. Which one will you choose? Data or instinct?
Always data.
Teams meeting or boardroom meetings?
I would say boardroom meetings.
Business or people?
People.
Stability or risk?
Risk.
Tough decisions or tough conversations?
Actually, both. Depends on the situation, but both.
Okay. All right. Very well done. I think you have scored the full marks in this.
Do I get a hamper then?
Yes, definitely.
Thanks.
And before we close, what will be your message to people who are trying to get into this role or who are dreaming to becoming a GBS head one day?
I think anybody can become a GBS head, to be very honest, provided you have the right kind of a mindset and you're working towards that. It's important to have an entrepreneur kind of a mindset, having a larger picture in mind. And, when you're working, not just focus on what your respective job is supposed to be doing or what your role is all about or what your function is all about. Always look at the big picture and see how your particular role or your function is supporting the organization. And that will really, really help you grow as a professional. Then having a mindset which is constantly improving your processes, having a deep understanding of your processes and working towards improving the process, working towards improving the experience for your customers, for your vendors, for your employees. That's a large part of what we do in GBS. Having a mindset to develop and build talent, that is also very, very helpful. And finally, I would say staying calm under pressure. As leaders, I think it's very important for us to operate or behave like a dam, not just simply pass on all the pressure to people, in the organization, but also be able to hold that pressure, reflect, think about it, and then pass it on in a very sensible and a very meaningful manner.
And what will be your advice for the young prophets?
First of all, thank you for adding to my vocabulary. I did not know what this word mean, but I know what it is now. So I think what I would suggest, and something that I had read some time back and I try to inculcate to the extent possible, it goes like this. So eat sensibly, talk sweetly,
Okay.
breathe deeply, think creatively, sleep sufficiently, listen carefully, work patiently, earn honestly, behave decently, act fearlessly, dress smartly, spend intelligently, save regularly, walk confidently, and yeah, I think that's about it. So to the extent possible, if you're able to do this, I'm sure you will be a much better professional and a much better individual.
Okay. Great. That's really good advice for people.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, Deepak, for joining us for this podcast.
Thank you, Bhakish.
Thank you.
My pleasure.